Spice the Marriage Show, where we talk everything relationship and marriage. And I am Regina. Today on the topic, we'll be talking about what it takes to keep a good relationship or marriage. People complain that either the man is not doing something right or the woman is not doing something right. But today I have some wonderful guests in the house today that will be talking to us on what it takes to keep that institution either married or in a relationship. We'll be right back. Alright, from my right, I have Mr. Osamaye Castro. He's a TV presenter on Streetwise. You're welcome to Spice the Marriage Show, sir. You're welcome. And also I have Deborah Onome Ije. She's a makeup artist. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you.
You're welcome. And in front of me, I have Mr. Revival Afolabi. Is a media practitioner. Yeah, this is Spice the Marriage Show. We talk about everything relationship and marriage. Like I said earlier on, our topic says what it takes to keep a relationship and what it takes to make you run out of any relationship. Now the battle says it's 2 men against 1 woman. And like everybody will say women first. I think I'm going to start with you, Deborah. What do you have to say in keeping a relationship or keeping a marriage?
Well, in a relationship, I feel understanding comes first. Understanding, because if there's no understanding, that relationship is not going to work out. The understanding has to come from both parties. The man has to understand the lady has to understand the man. And submissive, the lady also has to be submissive. The man also has to be submissive to
the woman.
To the woman, because it's a two-way thing.
Castro, I think I'm going to talk to you. She said something about submissiveness.
When I heard submissive, I was like, well, she made a nice point there.
Okay, but she said something, the man has to submit also to the woman. Yeah. Do you agree to that?
I agree to that.
Okay.
Because it's both ways. If the marriage must work and if the marriage must succeed, both parties have to understand themselves, just like she said, and both of them have to be submissive. They're submissive with a clause, not submissive in all aspects of everything. Because the man is the head of the family. And by tradition, and based on tradition, the woman is supposed to be submissive to the man. But there are times where the man also has to be submissive, especially when we go wrong. And when we know that, we will do that, not openly. We can do it maybe inside the bedroom, when we have the bedroom talk.
Okay. Mr. Afolabi.
Okay, from what Debian Castro said, they were talking about submission. That is, a man to be submissive and a woman, she must be submissive. Let's start from the word, because to everything there is always a foundation.
Okay.
And the foundation of a man, of a marriage, is being established by God. Okay. You understand? Before you can start up anything, before you can propose to a lady, you as a man already have something in mind. You have what you want. The lady also have what she wants. So understanding came from the day one that 2 parties met. When you can say to me, yes, and I call to you. Because if you don't have understanding or knowledge of what I'm calling for from you, you cannot tell me yes.
Okay, now everybody, sorry, I'm going to cut it from there.
Okay.
Everybody talks about understanding, submissiveness and all that. But there's one thing also in a relationship that really causes like a little bit trouble that a lot of people complain about. That men keeps a lot of secrets in relationship. Cash flow, it is.
Men keep secrets.
Yes, in relationship. They don't tell their wives stuff. They're like, every little thing, anything they want to do, they keep it to themselves to a particular time. Well, some men talk, but there's a controversy that men really don't talk.
Keeping secrets, I don't think is proper. It's hiding things from your partner. It shouldn't be. Because from the day you guys met, you've agreed to be one. And you swore to the marriage vows, or for better for worse. So you hiding things from your partners, I don't think it's ideal. So whenever you have anything that you know is disturbing the relationship or is affecting the marriage, both parties can come together. By the time you say it out, then the problem is solved. But when you hide it to yourself, you start keeping secrets, then the marriage is still anarchy. And that's one of the reasons why marriage don't succeed. Because keeping secrets is one of the things that breaks a marriage. Because the woman will be angry. Maybe things that she ought to know, she doesn't know. And before she gets to know, maybe she heard from a third party. Definitely there's going to be Bobala in the house.
Okay. Deborah, do you think it's okay for a woman to keep a secret from her husband?
This is really. Now, some people will say it's not everything you tell your husband. You know, some ladies will say, I would rather have a separate account that my husband will know about.
Why are you taking it from the money aspect?
I'd rather have a separate. You know, most men, sorry to say, most men, they don't want to work. You know,
Most men don't want to work.
Yes, most
Is
men.
that
In
possible?
Nigeria context,
Honestly,
men
seriously,
don't want to work.
that's the truth. Most men don't want to work. Most men are
I
lazy.
disagree with you, my sister.
Well, that's the
Okay,
truth. Most men are lazy.
now, you know, when you talked about secret, okay, there are things that are not supposed to be said at a particular time. Everything in life has time and season. Did you understand? If you're talking about maybe, for instance, maybe as a man, I did something very wrong that I don't want my wife to know. At that moment, it is better for me to keep mute, not to say it, in order to save a lot of things. Now, when you're talking about secret, it is better.
Mr. Revival, we
It's-
are talking about secret in the marriage.
In the marriage, yes.
In the marriage, per se. You know something and your wife doesn't know it,
Doesn't know it.
and she finds out from a third party. How do you see that?
See, when you're talking, what I meant what I said, okay? Secret, there are some things that are not supposed to be said that can forever destroy your marriage.
Sorry.
And that's why you have to take your time. You look for a better time to express it out, to tell your wife, this
You
is
still boils down to what I'm saying.
But
You still boils down to what I'm saying.
When you
That
say it's not,
Okay,
okay,
but later,
things.
secrets should not
Okay,
be
now-
no,
kept in
secret
marriage.
should not be.
No, it should not be
That's
encouraged.
what-
Yes.
Generally.
You said something, we're talking about one secret account thing. You're keeping a secret
Secret
account. Please, can you
account.
elaborate on what you were trying to say?
The truth of the issue is, some men, rather, when they get to find out their wife is warrant and all of that, they will take that as an advantage. Some men, they have money, or maybe probably they don't have, or they're still working to strive to get to their point, which they want to. And they begin to, you know, let the woman do the whole thing in the house. There are some men that don't want to do anything. They just want you to go ahead and, you know, pay the fees.
Sister
and
Moment,
do all of that.
sorry to cut you short. I want to come in here.
Okay.
You keeping the secret account from your husband.
Why would you even accept to marry him when you know that you cannot be open?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. First thing first, you need to know who you're dating or who you're married to. Whether in a relationship or in the marriage. So once you're married, you know who you're dating. If it's in a relationship, just like I said, I'm in a relationship. So there are some guys rather that when their lady have all it takes to, you know, spend on them, they just
They relax.
and relax. You know, but if it's in a marriage, well, you're married to someone, for better for worse, so there's no
You don't have a
secret.
choice. You just
You don't have a choice, you just have to tell him this is it. But, well, I kind of still disagree because,
I think
you know, you having a separate account, that doesn't mean it's a secret.
So it's
You might have something you can still
think
fall back
for
to.
you think it's okay for you to have a separate account for your husband.
But do you know that there are some when you
Fall back to it.
st-
Times without number, he might, you know, no one is praying for anything bad to come.
there are wait, we're talking about relationship and marriage here. I said that there are some secrets that are better kept secret. Now, in a situation whereby
what you're trying to say now is calm down. What you're trying to say now is you can keep secrets. It's not everything you want to.
yes.
Casual, you're saying that you can tell your wife everything.
As far as it has to do with the marriage.
The marriage,
Yes,
whether
marriage.
it's a secret account
Yes,
or whether it's an open account,
She should know
you should
about
know
it.
about it.
Even what you even earn, your wife should know what
Should
you
know.
earn. What you
No, when it comes to what you earn, you must be open because everything, if you hide, at the end of the day, we do say something from where I came from, that a dead that hide himself from the relative, who are the people that we end up burying the dead. The secret will still link out at the end of the day. But one thing is this: let's be very sensitive with this topic. Now, if I give my wife maybe 5,000 naira to just prepare something in the house or to get something in the house, and she decide to keep 1,000 naira as a save, to me, I gave her 5,000. Do you know there are times when things, maybe you are not there and she don't want to ask you, she can fall back to what she has in store to salvage the problem. You understand? So there are some secrets. We have a lot of things, a lot of secrets. You understand?
Now, if your wife keeps a secret from you, and just like she talked about a bank account, your wife keeping a secret, and at the end of the day, if something comes up, your wife can fall back. She can. People can have.
My dear,
Sorry,
can I just spell something out?
No, don't spell. No, don't spell. Now the question is, you as a man, you encourage your wife to keep something from you, so that when something happens, you guys can fall back to. Do you agree to that?
Okay. Will I say?
Do you agree to that?
Yes or no?
Sure.
Yes or no?
It depends. It depends on the secret.
We'll be on break, and when we'll come back, we'll be right back. Well, welcome back. You've just tuned in. This is Spice, the Marriage Show, and we are discussing what it takes to keep a relationship or a marriage. Before we went on break, my wonderful Aflabi was telling me something, that it is okay to keep a secret in a relationship for the rainy day. Castro here was saying that not at all. He doesn't subscribe to the idea of keeping any secrets in a relationship. And on the man, our single woman here said something. Wow, that men don't want to work. I don't know how that is true. If a real man of today wouldn't want to work to keep his family.
If I will add to that, you saying that men don't want to work, I don't think that's true. Because an average Nigerian man is a hard worker, he's a workaholic. He wants to fill for the family. Situation, circumstances might make that man lazy. Maybe economic factor, like unemployment. When a man goes out with a degree, the master's degree to look for a job and he doesn't get one, automatically the man will be lazy. Maybe you as the woman, you have a job. In that circumstance, all you need to do is to understand the man. And as at that point in time, you play the role of the man as maybe taking care of the house. Pending when it's better.
Sorry. Taking the role of the man. Is that something that taking the role of the man is not a good thing?
No, Castro, I think it is good for us to be real.
Yeah.
You understand? When it comes to a home, the Bible spells that a man has a home. So responsibility to be responsible in the house lies in the hands of the woman.
Okay, now with this,
now
when you say that, wait.
But what I'm saying that in a situation, because it's present
whereby
the man doesn't have a job and the woman has a job, at that point in time,
she can help.
She can feed the
family. Okay, now the question is, you said something. She can take the role of the man.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put an open question. Is it okay when the man is down, the woman should take the role of a man?
Okay, now, yes, sure.
Do you think it's okay?
Sure.
It's okay. Okay, now, you're talking. If your wife, you're down and your wife has money, would you want to switch places with your wife?
Switching places with my wife.
That's taking the role of a man now.
That is why both parties must be responsible.
Abba.
One, listen.
Where are we?
Listening.
Now,
listening.
we are talking about
Regina, can you just listen
man.
to what I want to say now? Now, it is good to be responsible with both the two parties, a man and a woman.
Then
if you are telling me you are coming to my shoe, it's quite alright. But taking my role, that is my responsibility. It is not possible.
What about your situation?
It is not for you. The Bible calls it an helping maid.
I
You understand? So you can just fill up the vacuum, but that doesn't make you to be man. That doesn't make you to be the man in my house. Do you understand me? That doesn't make you to be man. You are the woman in the house.
Yeah.
You understand? Your place as a woman is there, and the place of the man should be in the place, should be there. Now, when it comes to a home, I'm talking of marriage. I'm not talking of relationship. Puts me in my place as a man. I believe that I as a person is not all the time that you get everything done. There are rainy days and dry days where things will not be. You understand? For the man. That is where a woman now comes in. But when you're coming in, you must come in with wisdom. Even me, at that point, where you show to me, you are proving to me that you are helping, you are standing in my shoe, I'll be feeling intimidated as a responsible man. I will not be comfortable. You being in my shoe, because I want to do what I'm supposed to do. So if you are not taking it as a because you are privileged to do it, and you are now showing it, you are still showing it to me that, man, I'm in class. My dear, you are not.
Okay, now.
You are not helping me at all.
Okay, now, Castro.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back to you, please. Castro. Now, in all of this, he's saying something that he wouldn't want the woman to step into his shoes based on the fact that because she's privileged, she's in a position to help.
Why not?
No, wait.
Why not? Why can't she step into your shoes?
See,
Why can't she step
let
into your
me
shoes?
ask you.
When you are not providing what you are supposed to provide, you are done.
This
And
is what I'm saying.
And she
This
has
is what
she's
I'm
in charge
trying
and she
to
has the
prove.
money.
Let me
Why
ask
is she
you.
not? That doesn't mean she will not be submissive to you.
Okay.
It is when the woman now blow it out of ego. Then yes, my husband is down. She now blow it out of proportion. Say I'm the one feeding the children. She start nagging about it.
And that is why the woman must not see herself in the shoe of the man at that time. You must always see yourself as a woman in your place. You understand? As an helpmate to your husband. But when you are seeing yourself in the place of the man, you begin to behave as the man.
So,
And let me tell you, this is nature, my brother. This is nature, my sister. Nature, you can never. Let's be sincere, even though you are pastor. Okay, I'm with you.
The fact that you gave her that position to do the things, like you no longer have that finance to put up things in the house and all of that. That doesn't mean she will not be submissive to you. At a point, she might nag. You understand? She might get to nag.
That is where nature
Yes, she might get to nag. It's normal.
Fine.
It's normal. If there sometimes maybe your wife does something and you don't like it, definitely you as a man, you will complain. In one way or the other, you will just chip in one or two things you get. So the truth of the issue is, her being in that position, that does not necessarily mean she's in charge, like overall in charge.
But
that's where understanding has to come in. The fact that she understands this is a marriage, and this is, I'm a helpmate, I'm helping my husband, I just have to do this because it's for the time being. It's not good. That's where you as a man, you need to sit down and tell yourself, there are other things you need to strive hard and do for yourself. Not necessarily you just sitting down and, okay, there's no employment everywhere, there's nothing everywhere.
Can I say something, please? Can I say something, please? In all of this, now we are not agreeing that the woman should be in a man's shoes.
Not at all.
We are not agreeing
Not
now.
at all.
Okay, now can we switch it this way, Mr. Castro?
Yeah.
Would you say your wife, because you don't want her to be in your shoes, now do you want her to take the responsibility and make it feel somehow and make you feel intimidated and all that? Would you rather say, pay the money, transfer all the money into my account, let me be the one funding the paying all the bills? Would you want to say that?
I don't have to say it. If she's a virtuous woman, she's a virtuous wife, she can do that. She will just use her number 6 and calculate and say, okay, my husband is down. Okay, I know that you are not happy.
But you know that some men that you will do that and
They
will turn upside down.
No, a good housewife will do that.
Yes.
At that point in time, she can even pay some money to her account for the upkeep of the home. Be doing this, then when it improves. That doesn't mean she's going to see herself as alpha and omega of the house or as the head of the family. She still remains as a housewife or the woman of the house, and the man still remains in his place as the head of the family. You know, the woman must always support the man, because that's why they are the neck. since we are the head of the family, the woman is the neck.
The woman is not just the neck.
They
The
support.
woman is from the neck to the leg.
So if the marriage must work, like we are saying, but we are looking at ways the marriage or relationship will work, then it takes understanding of both of them. And 70% for if the marriage must work is in the hands of the woman.
Nice.
Because a woman can make or break marriage.
Okay.
Let me
just tell you
Please
Give
this.
me all this. Why
Don't
don't
say
you
70% comes from the lady. It's I feel it's a 50-50 thing. It's from both parties. For any marriage
Debbie.
to work or relationship to work, both parties have to agree to whatever they are doing. So you cannot say 70%.
Why I say 70%? Because of women excesses. Your demands are too much. Unrealistic pressure you put on men that makes them to high
Hypertension.
Okay.
You know that, especially now the economic situation, things are bad. A man goes out to work, hustling, bustling every day to make sure he comes back home. Like now, as a TV person, I might be
Sorry, if I may
producing.
ask, what are those expenses?
No, like what I'm saying now, for example, now I might be at work, hustling and bustling, trying to make ends meet before I come back home. My wife will be at home now that you are just coming back to the house by 10 p.m. But I have a reason for doing it to make sure that I keep.
That's why I use the word understanding.
Yeah.
If your woman understands you, I don't think you'll be
Yes,
from.
you-
You
Debbie,
have to have
Debbie,
money.
that's why I
to
say
hold on.
70%.
Hold on for and
70%
explain.
lies on the
Okay.
women.
Debbie,
Let's hear from
let me
our
tell you. As you are, when it comes to being responsible is different from understanding. You might know what I want and not doing it. When you know what I want and you are not doing it, it tells that you are not responsible.
Sorry, things like what do you want? Things
Okay.
like
What I did not want. What are the things that you, as a person, did not want your guy to do to you? And at the end of the day, you're doing it. If you do it, it tells that
sorry,
you're
can
not
you just mention
responsible.
one or two?
Okay.
So I understand you.
One of the responsibility of a good woman in the house, where you see that your husband is down, just from what we said,
Yes.
and you want to give the man that is number one, he did not have anything. Psychologically, mentally, the man is down.
Down.
Most
Excuse me.
definitely.
Now, you know that you are privileged. Maybe the guy is going out, bring out transport money, maybe
Wow, for what?
2,000 naira, and look at him and say, honey, take. Number one, you've passed the message to him. That is one. But a reasonable and a matured woman, we do this because you have to be sensitive, and because this man is not, number one, he's not in his right sense.
But wait.
You can easily pick this money, put in his
We are
pocket.
putting it the other way around. What is in a case where this woman in question, now, this is your wife, she's not doing anything, and at some point in her life, maybe she wants to do some certain things and she does not have the money and all. No, some men, I don't know, I might be very wrong.
Okay.
Some men don't even give their wife money when they have.
When you have, it tells.
Some men don't give their wives money when they have.
a man-
And when there is now problem, see this thing, I
No,
think it's alternate.
Yeah.
When
It's alternate.
it's alternate, yes, you're right.
When a man, I think when a man have money, you support your wife.
Yes.
In a case where you don't support your wife and you are now down, what do you expect of your wife when she now makes money from her own side?
You should expect the way you treated her.
Then the
You
woman
should be
pays money
expecting
from her
it
father's
also. Sorry, no. I will not take that.
No,
Let me tell you this.
Woman pays money from her father's house.
Let's be honest.
Maybe that money, one way or the other, is still through the husband.
No, she won't
No.
wait.
She won't wait.
If you really
She
want
went to
the
school, she has
best
a
in your
credentials, she has
relationship,
No woman brought money from the father's house.
So what are you trying to say?
So,
That whatever money you make under the marriage is for the marriage.
Okay, Mr. Cashflow, what are those three things that can keep you in your marriage?
The first thing is money. There should be finance in the family, both from my side and from my wife. What am I trying to say? We should strive to work hard so that we'll have the necessary funds to run the family. Because if money is in place, we are able to pay the children's school fees, take care of the feeding, everything will just be going normally, straightforward. The second, there should be love in the family. My wife should love me, I should love my wife. And above all, she should not deny me of my marital responsibility. That is the bond, the spice that keeps the marriage burning, the ginger, the swagger, the eminado in quotes that keeps the marriage going.
Okay. Okay, and the third one.
Third one, both of us should have the fear of God.
Thank you very much. And Deborah, you are in a relationship. What are those 3 things that can keep you in a relationship without you looking out elsewhere?
One, my partner has to be sincere.
Okay.
He has to be very, very sincere. He has to be creative, come up with new ideas. Not necessarily mean, just sitting down, going out, reading. And lastly, money too. I agree with him because without
Money
money,
makes the world go
yes,
round.
yeah, that's it. So,
And Afolabi,
Yeah, the three
what do
things.
you have to
that-
say? 3 things that can make you stay in that marriage and
Number
not
one.
look outside.
Okay, for me, capital, that is money.
Okay, 1.
2, romance, that's fun. You cannot take it away from any marriage, any fruitful marriage. She must not deny me of what my own rights, like sex. Then, she must feel secure with me, that is, she must have that belief in me.
I hope you will do
Keep her.
things that will make her feel
Feel
really
secure.
By the grace of
secure
God.
Secure.
By the grace of
inside
God.
that relationship.
Yes.
I want to say a very big thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Castro. Thank you, Deborah, and thank you, Afolabi. I can't thank you enough. You've heard my guests on all what they have said. Marriage is work, just like a relationship is work. Well, I don't know too well. I can't really place a lot of things, but I will tell you truly, if you put a certain level of commitment in your relationship or your marriage, you'll go a long way. Keep watching Spies of Marriage. I am watching my